السلام عليكم أهلا وسهلا فيكم في الدرس الثالث عشر or the 13th lesson in the Madinah book series, and then this lesson is divided into two parts, the first part and the second part. So most probably this lesson will be this lesson will be divided into two videos since we have to cover a lot of stuff. But let's see, inshallah, make your notes and يلا يعني هيا بينا. من So before starting with the conversation, I believe that we could use the notes that I've made separately for understanding a very important concept and a very different concept from English or even Urdu or many other languages, and that is al-jam' al-salim wal-jam' al-maksur. So al-jam' al-salim, I will open the Google sheet right now. Al-jam' al-salim yani Al-Jam' Salim, or the sound plural. It could be translated to as the sound plural, the sound plural, and this is called the broken plural. So in English, we do not have this concept. For example, potato, potatoes. There are a few words. For example, deer is deer. Sheep is not uh, does not have a plural form. It's sheep and sheep. It's deer and deer, but it's not a lot, and the forms are also very limited. But in Arabic, most words or most isms have a broken plural, and very few isms have the sound plural. So the sound plural basically means that it has a constant way of becoming plural, and the broken plural has 20 to 23 forms of becoming plural, and so there's like an ikhtilaf between people who learn Arabic, and some people say that you should learn the form pattern of these 20, yeah, you should learn the 23 form patterns, but I would not recommend you guys to do that. I would just recommend you guys to learn the singular and plural of the word by itself. Do not learn the pattern, since it's not practically possible to use those patterns when you're engaging in a conversation. So for example, when you're engaging in a conversation, you're not gonna yani, iterate through all the patterns, full file. It's not like that. You're gonna just use the word. So I would recommend you guys to learn the singular as well as the plural of every word, so that it comes naturally. And I'm going to explain this concept further. So the sound plural has a classic format, but of course, since this is Arabic, so everything is gender specific. The Muslim, so there's muannas or the feminine, and there's muzakkar or the masculine. So Muslim is an example of a sound, is an ism which has a sound plural. Muslim will be Muslimuna. So the any Muslim can, I did not put the Arab in the end, since it's understandable. We have done all the forms, what happens after huruful jar and all those things we have done in the previous lessons. So I do not add the Arab, but you guys should know. So Muslim is a standard word, Muslim, which means Muslim, and if it's plural, and if a sound plural and it becomes plural, it will have two forms, Muslimuna or Muslimina. Muslimuna if it's marfu, and if it's marfu, if it has the default case which you have studied, it will be Muslimuna. And if it is majroor or mansoob, it will be Muslimina. So for example, Rabbul Alameen. Rabbul Alameen. Rabbul Alameen I'm gonna write this down. Rabbul Alameen. So Rabb means Lord, and this is a mudaf and mudaf ilay. So Rabbul Alameen, and alam is alam. Alam is it's a sound ism. So and it has a sound plural. So alim it would be alimuna if it was marfu. But since this is a mudaf and mudaf ilay, and the mudaf ilay or the word alimina is always majroor, and since it is majroor, it will have the mina or ina end. So it's either the una end or ina end. Una end is for marfu and ina end is for majroor or mansoob. And this is the masculine part, and for the feminine part we have Muslima. We will always add a ta marbuta. So Muslima is a female Muslim, and Muslimat, that's it. Muslimat is the the plural. or many female Muslims. And by the way, we're going to study another concept later about the Jam' Salim al-Muannas, but right now, naam, that's it. Muslimat and Muslimat. Muslimatun, Muslimat. Rabbul Alameen and naam, this is example. And then Al-Jam' al-Maksur. So Al-Jam' al-Maksur means the broken plural, and these are the forms we are going to study in the 13th lesson. So fu'ul is the form or the pattern on which many isms could be, and an example of that is najm and nujum. So nujum and fu'ul, you can see the similarity, right? So fu'ul and so, but I would never recommend you guys to like rote learn these forms. You should just simply learn the singular and or memorize the singular and the plural. Najm, nujum, and similar is fu'ul, which has an example of fu'ul is kitab, kutub. Fi'al, an example is Jabal and Jibal. So the form is for the plural word, Fi'al and Jibal. Fu'al, so an example could be Tajar and Tujjar. Af'al, an example is Aqlam, of Qalam. Fu'ala, an example is of Zumala. Fu'ala, example of Zumala, of Zamil. Af'ila, an example is Sadiq and Astigha. Fi'ala, Akh or Ikhwa, so brother and brothers. Bint, and these are for feminine, Bint and Banat. Bint means female child, and Bint and Banat for plural. Ukht is sister, and Akhawat is many, multiple sisters, and Fatat is a female, is a young woman, and Fatayat is young women. So, yani, you guys, we're gonna study this concept maybe in the next or after that lesson. That Arabic has three forms. It has singular, dual, and plural. So if there's one item, then it's singular, of course, and if there are two items, then it will have a dual form, which we'll study later on. And if it has three or more, then it will have the plural, which are these al-jam'u. So that is the plural form, or three or more than three items. So these are the patterns we have studied up till now. I would recommend you guys to pause this video and process all of this information, and you can repeat this part of the video because this is a very, very, very important concept. So now that's it for the Jam'un. That's it for Jam'un for now, and let's move to the conversation. So من هؤلاء الفتية الطوال يا علي. So as I've previously told you guys that in Arabic, adjectives follow the ism in gender, in the singular, dual, or plural, and of course the cases. For example, if the na'at or the adjective is marfu, then yani the ism or the man'ut or the noun would be marfu too, and the similar is the case with majroor and mansub. So man haula. So haula means these, and these is yani these can yani we can this is the kind of plural for haza and hazihi. So the good news in Arabic is that there's no different words for female plural and for female pointer for when you're pointing towards a female, or when you're pointing towards multiple female, or when you're pointing towards a single female. So it will always be, so the jam'un of haza is haula'i, and the jam'un of hazihi is haula'i too. So man haula'i al-fityatu, man haula'i al-fityatu tiwalu ya Ali. So haza or hazihi, the jam'un is haula, which means these. So who are these? And we have studied the haza with the al and all of that concept 2 or 3 lessons before. Man haula al fityatu tiwal. So tiwal is the jam'un or the plural of tawil. Tawil means long. So tiwal means man haula al fityatu tiwal. Who are these tall young men? Ya Ali. Hum tullabun judud. Tullab is the plural of talib, which means student, and judad is the plural of jadid, which means new. Who are these? Sorry, they are new. students. So hum means they. Hum means they. So huwa, the plural of huwa is technically hum. And الضمير المتصل will be hum too. So kitabuhum would mean their books. Sorry, their book. Kitabuhum would be, so this is ضمير المتصل. الضمير المتصل, this is so the ضمير المتصل and the ضمير المنفصل are same for whom, and huwa means he, and the ضمير المتصل for huwa is who. So now moving on, hum طلاب جدد, those are new students. من أين هم, from where are they? هم من أمريكا, they are from America. أهم زملاؤك, are they your classmates? نعم هم زملائي, هم في فصلي, yes they are my classmates and they are in my class. أهم مجتهدون, are they hardworking? نعم هم مجتهدون. ما أسماؤهم, so اسم, the جمع of اسم is أسماء. ما أسماؤهم, what are their names? أسماؤهم ياسر وزكريا وموسى وعبد الله. Now, two things to note down is that whenever we have this kind of uh, a hamza in the end, then it will change its form depending on the case. So in this case, it was marfu, that's why it got the waw with hamza. If it was mansub, it would get alif with the hamza, and you should just remember this. And whenever you're going to read sentences or whenever you're going to read new sentences or paragraphs, you will understand this concept further and you will get used to it. So ma asma'uhum, since this is marfu, the hamza will change its form into a waw. It will have a waw and then a hamza on it. So ma asma'uhum yasiru wa zakariya. Since this is a proper noun, no marfu, majroor, mansub. Zakariya is just like the way it is. Zakariya and Musa, all of these are special names, so you can't have a marfu and yani majroor on this. Or Abdullah and Abdullah. So Abdullah is basically a mudaf and mudaf ilay. This name is a mudaf and mudaf ilay. So the mudaf ilay is the word Allah, and abd, which means slave, is the mudaf. وَمَنْ هَؤُلَاءِ الرِّجَالُ الْقِصَارِ, and who are these short men? قصير, from قصير قصار. هم حجاج, those are pilgrims. من أين هم بعضهم, so بعض is means some, which is, and it has the same meaning, and the Urdu word has the same meaning. So بعضهم, بعض means some, and you add the dash pronoun hum, which means some of them, some of them, some of them من الصين وبعضهم من اليابان, and بعض is a mudaf, so automatically the word that comes after it will become mudaf ilayh. ذهبوا, نعم, this is the fifth صيغة, or the fifth conjugated type we have learned for the past tense, and that is ذهبوا, which means they went. You can use this for any word. جلسوا is they sat, خرجوا is they left out, they went, yani they got out. And by the way, the alif in the end is not pronounced. So now that is it for the first part of the 13th lesson. In the second part, we will learn the feminine forms and the concept of tawli, which is a very important concept too. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, review this lesson multiple times, and if you have any thoughts, if you have any thoughts about the video, let me know in the comments. Ma'assalam.